How to start reading again. So you probably quit reading in elementary school. And that's because the education system has basically taught you everything that is wrong about reading. So I'm here to fix that, and you can finally start reading again and enjoying it, because this is one of the most valuable habits you can have. Like, you can learn without going on the internet and having to search for something. And you're going to start having the curiosity of a child again. So, first of all, read what you want. This is to say that you're not going to prioritize the books from school that you have. This is not going to include uni stuff. You're going to put what you authentically want to read in number one. Now, you're going to say that reading for uni or for school is more important. Well, when you read what you want to read, you're going to feel a sense of pleasure in reading, which would mean that you're going to have pleasure in studying. So don't be a retard and prioritize what you want to read. Don't be a pussy and put yourself above the education system, because you have yourself until the rest of your life. Second, don't complete books. Now, this is to say that you're not going to be reading from front to end, which so many people take pride in doing. Like, I read a book this week. I read a book every week. And then you ask him, oh, what did you learn? Blank. He can't say shit. So, don't take pride in reading a book, in completing a book. What you're going to do is, when you feel curious about a certain topic, you're going to go into the content of the book you want to read authentically. And you're going to search for what you want to learn today. Now, the last step is be curious. And you will find in yourself a natural curiosity which is unsatiated, because you're not doing anything on the matter. Now, when you are curious and you pair it with reading, you will automatically begin to read as a habit. So, being curious and then checking the table of contents with what you want to read. So, none of the chapters really align, but then you see something which is kind of on the topic. So you start reading the book you want to read and what you want to learn from that book. And then you end up like spending 30 minutes reading. And what is the most important, you remember what you read. Because you followed your natural curiosity and you basically went out and learned. This is something that we used to do as children, naturally. So you can see how this will positively impact your mental health as well. So take it seriously, and you'll find yourself way happier than usual. And you will be able to call yourself a reader. You won't be the type of guy which is annoying and says, I read a book front to back every week. No, you'll be the type of guy which, when you're asked about a certain book, you remember back to the time when you were curious about a certain topic. You picked that book and you read a chapter, and you'll be able to tell that person what that chapter was about. Thank you for your time.